Hello and welcome to the Around the Ballpark podcast for your March 15th, 8 o'clock start time for episode 150 something. We'll get you that exact number at a later date, but we are there. Darren, we were talking a little bit offline. It's been a jam-packed week. So I did get a little bit of a 22-minute nap in today, but that's all I was able to squeeze out of it. But I want to ask you, and I see Christopher Bennett is on with us saying, I love the 80s. Yes, we're definitely going to dive into that. And if you are here, we thank you for choosing us because I know the World Baseball Classic is on right now. And I know that Chris has a vested interest in the game because he might be able to attend the next round if the USA makes it out of today. So we'll see how that goes. I'm taking Dominican 10-8, but I think it's going to be 4-1 until like the fifth inning in favor of USA. And I think that's when it'll change, but I hope I am wrong. I'll gladly be wrong. Darren, do you think USA can do it with Paul Skeens on the dish tonight, or do you think Dominican's lineup is just too powerful?
Watch this segue. Ready? You know, like you deal with the Dominican team that is great hitters, but you know, if you deal with tax issues, maybe you're behind on filings or you got hit with a lien. Let me tell you about the fine folks at Nashville Tax Solutions. These folks know their stuff and they actually care about helping you fix it. You know, when you and I talk baseball, we talk 80s, we talk 90s, we talk whatever, a lot of different things, wrestling. What should come up is Chris Bennett and his team because they can turn financial nightmares into peace of mind. And that's the kind of people you want to have on your side. So if tax stress is keeping you up, please just call 855-627-4829. Visit NashvilleTaxSolutions.com or email info@NashvilleTaxSolutions.com. Nashville Tax Solutions, real people and real relief. Now, to answer your other question, I think that this is where that embarrassing situation with the American team, with the manager not knowing the rules, nor the 25 players knowing the rules, because nobody raised their hand and said, oh, by the way, you're wrong. I think here's where it comes back to help them because they have egg on the face, as the kids say. Do the kids really say that? I don't know. But if they did, I think that this is the time they have to come out and they got to win. They have to win this game. Look, did you think Japan was going to lose last night? I didn't.
I didn't, but it didn't see like in my rankings. It was automatic. They're one. But this year, it felt like it might be the fifth team. So I still was surprised. But I do think that Italy, USA, and Dominican have a better roster. So was surprised, but I'm really intrigued by that match tomorrow. Who would have thunk Italy versus Venezuela? But like all eyes will be on that game. Italy is yet to lose in the Baseball Classic, as has Dominican. So definitely have a vested interest in that and both, and we'll hop on and watch after this podcast tonight. But the thing I wanted to ask too, so Logan Webb pitched 2 days ago. Paul Skeen pitches tonight. Skubal is no longer on the team, and Nolan McLean is no longer on the team. So did the manager go, oops, I didn't realize that if we win this game tonight that we had to play another game? Because are they going to go with bullpen by committee? Who's going to start the final in 2 days if USA wins today? Because it can't be Logan Webb and it won't be Paul Skeens. Is there anybody else left?
And by the way, it can't be Kershaw either because he cut Kershaw from the team. Kershaw's no longer on the team, which is ridiculous to me because, hey, Charlie, what's going on? Because he can throw as many innings as you want, right? I mean, Eraso for what team did he play for? Nicaragua. He used to be on the Tampa Bay team. He pitched 5 innings because he's not on the team right now. Eraso. Yeah. Kershaw, you could just throw him out there until his arm falls off. You know he would do it. Well, at least you think he would. But
because if you look up articles, it says Joe Ryan or Nolan McLean would be the starting pitching, but they're both Joe Ryan's not coming on the team and McLean is gone. So I legit want to know, like, if somebody knows the answer to that question, who would pitch? Obviously we got to get out of today's game, but I'm genuinely curious. You can't possibly do committee or a bullpen game for finals, can you?
No, actually, not unfortunately, I've seen it work, and I saw it work in college. But to win the national championship, Fresno State was not supposed to get nearly as far as it did. It ended up winning the national championship. This is about 15 years ago. And they had nobody left, so they just did bullpen by committee and were lucky.
And did it that way. Yeah.
Well,
it's interesting because if it was a World Series, obviously all bets are off. Skeens would pick, but it is World Baseball Classic. Even though it is what it is, would they risk Webb injury before the season? Probably not. Even though it is a big game. So
I am not a conspiracy theorist, but the Fresca can is kind of aluminum, but it's not. So let me put on my tin hat. Could it be that the Americans are using this as an excuse to say, "Oh, good pitches, or at spring training, or else we would have beat you"?
Mm-hmm. Could be. Yep.
Nice excuse for bar talk.
Yep, because even Clay Holmes, who pitched earlier too, he's no longer available either. So I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, that's what we're standing. So we are going to shortly get into so tonight's going to be a little bit different, folks. We're not going straight 10-1 for the 80s. We are going to classify it in 5 different levels, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But Darren, I wanted to ask you, I will be going probably on Tuesday to see this movie. But as you know, I got the AMC pass. I was able to see 3 movies this week. We talked about 2 of them.
Yeah, I want to hear about that third one.
But that third one, I'll get to that in just a second. But without giving anything away, I did see your video. I just decided I wasn't sure if I wanted to see it until I watched the movie. I was like, yeah, let me talk about it first in the podcast. So I'm still going to see it either way. But what is your quick 45-second review of the movie you saw yesterday?
Well, you know what? A lot of people don't realize, they go back and forth. But I really think Woody was my favorite character. No, I'm kidding. Oh, no, it wasn't Toy Story. No, it was Undertone. So Undertone was, I'm not giving anything away because people know this by now. I don't know what you're going to expect, but it'll be most likely different than what you expect, whatever that is. Because the whole movie takes place in a house. And the whole movie only has 2 actors in it. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave a teaser.
Here's the thing, though. When you have this pass that we both now have, you're not paying $12 for a movie, $17. You get if you wanted to watch it, like if the movie is in IMAX, it's not extra. It is included. Like it doesn't. So So I feel like even if you saw a movie that's really bad and you're getting 4 movies a week, so it's okay. It's kind of fun to have some duds because then you kind of
something to talk about. Yeah.
Now I can see if this is your only time you get to go for 3 months and you're excited and you built something up and it was trash. But so speaking of trash, shout out to Trash. I saw Trash 2 days ago at the movie theater on Friday.
What you called it? Well, I forgot what you called it. It was hysterical. That's all.
If Garbage had a baby, that would be the movie.
Yes.
I can honestly say, so I understand after the fact. I did some research, and it is a horror comedy, so it was supposed to be a little goofy. So that at least takes the sting off a little bit. Kind of like those fans of Chucky, and then Seed of Chucky was more like a comedy.
Right.
So having understood that, I get it. But I still think that this is the movie as of now that you would tell your grandkids, I saw the worst movie of all time, and this was it. Now, I may be overcritical because it was the most recent movie I saw, but the first 30 minutes was actually like a C movie. It was average, but then it just went completely off the rails to the point where, I mean, the acting was atrocious. The effects were, it was just, it swung and a miss on a lot of levels, but we had fun. Like we weren't mad. Like we had a fun time. Luckily, there's only one other guy in the theater. So okay, Chris, thank you for sharing that. You said saw Solo Mio today. Good movie, $70 for 2 people to watch a movie and have popcorn. So I'm doing it's 99 cents at AMC. Darren and I have this. So it's 99 cents right now if you want to start as an AMC remote member, if you have an AMC by you. And it's 99 cents the first month and then $25 a month after that. You only have to sign a 3-month commitment. And then you can cancel whenever. So I've seen 3 movies in 5 days for 99 cents, basically. You can, if you get a drink, they give you the larger size for free upgrade. If you get the popcorn, they upgrade you the larger size. So far, my total for 3 days worth of movies is $1.07. I don't know if they have an AMC by you though, but if they do, I would consider definitely jumping on it now because that deal will go away before the summer movies start because those are, so I heard great things about that movie. Darren had mentioned Solo Mio, but sorry that you had to spend that much. It shouldn't ever be that much, but that's what it drinks now, $8 plus tax, and popcorn is like small is like $9 plus tax. It's insane.
And you know what I got tomorrow night, right, Mike?
Tomorrow night is the mystery movie.
Yes. Love that. Yep.
So that'll be interesting. So I'll let you know. I was gonna try to go tomorrow, but there's too many things. So I'm gonna try to see it on Tuesday. So I'll keep you posted if I do. Now, how does it?
I liked it.
I have it booked for tomorrow. Is it simple to cancel it through the app, or is it like a whole process? Or
I just show up because it's never sold out.
Well, no. I mean, like I have it booked for tomorrow already. Is there a way to that way it doesn't count as one of my movies? Or?
See, that I don't know because I just go on the fly.
Yeah, so I thought about Friday. I was like, let me book it for Monday, and I did. And I was like, I probably could have just waited because nobody's there. Maybe in the summer when it gets a little bit more busy. But okay, so I'll mess around with it later, see if it'll let me cancel it or change the day or something. But technically,
I think you can like
movie. Yeah, but
it's about a podcast.
Yes.
No, I'm serious. It's about a podcast. I think it's about
podcast. But the week for that, Chris, and anyone else watching, it's from Friday to Thursday. So I saw Scared to Death on Friday, so I have until Thursday to see 3 other movies in any format: 2D, 3D. It could be real audio. It could be IMAX, IMAX Plus, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. So thank you guys for watching us. I see On Deck for Christ is here. He mentions a couple of shows there. So we're going to get into this. So what I love about this series that we've been doing is we don't always get a ton of people right live when we watch, but then the next day the views are there. So people are watching it the next morning, might have something going on, and they're letting us know they disagree completely. It's fun. It's fun. You hear it from all over. So I thought tonight, instead of just going 1 to 10, because it's hard with some of these shows, we're going to do a tier maker, and the categories are never watched. So if we have never watched a show, and we have to come to a consensus together, Darren. So if you, for example, if you give it the highest grade and I give it the worst grade, then we'll put it somewhere in the middle. But we'll have to come to a consensus together. Never watched. The next one up is as awful as the 2024 Chicago White Sox, which means terrible. Then there's good, excellent, and Mount Rushmore. So we can only put 4 shows in the top rung for Mount Rushmore when we get there. So we're going to have to bicker a little bit.
Bickering's good.
30 minutes from now, we should have this completed. So if you're ready, everyone else watching, please let us know if you completely disagree with us, all that good stuff. I can tell you Thursday night, 9 o'clock, we'll be live, and we'll be doing this for game shows. I thought about doing it by decade as well because there's so many of them, but I kind of agreed on we're just going to hit it with game shows, make it one big super show. So make sure you watch that on Thursday live with us. Hit that like button if you can't, and then you can watch it the next day. So let me go ahead and get this together here. The fun is ready to be had. So there we go. So can you see this, Darren, on your end?
Yes, I can.
All right. So you'll see all the cool shows down there at the bottom. So it took a little bit to get this together, but it's there. And these are our 5 tier makers. So if technology works correctly, so here's what we'll do. Can you see the shows at the bottom decently? Or are they too small for you? Or
they're a little small, but you can help me. Okay.
So what we can do is I'll go first and pick one, and then you can either pick one that you see, or if you can't see them well, just name a show. And by the end of this podcast, we'll place each of these shows up above. So I will go first here. And I'm going to start with one. I'm going to start off easy. And I'm going to start off with a show called Small Wonder. And I'm going to be blatantly honest. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that show. I don't know anything about it.
So it was a Saturday morning show, much like Saved by the Bell, that I never watched. And I think she was also a robot.
She was also a robot. Okay, so she is all now in the never watched column. So that's how this will work. So we can't give it a rating because we've not seen the show. So that's where that's going to go. So that was easy enough there. So Darren, if you want to go next, you can pick a show.
I will pick. Let's see.
Let's see if it will. That made it a little bigger.
I got one. Way before his time as a potential predator, Head of the Class.
Head of the Class, yes. So unfortunately, if it's not on here, but that one is on here. But if there's a show that's not, we probably won't be able to get to it. But Head of the Class.
Yep. So, and I would put that in the White Sox. No, I would say good because I enjoyed that show. I enjoyed that show.
And I'm trying to find. Let's see where I know I have it on here. So
it's on your upper right hand corner.
Upper right. Oh, here it is. Okay.
He's right next to Charles in Charge, who was in charge of my days and my nights.
Yes. So you said you would put this where in the
good.
Okay. I'm in agreement with that. It's not awful. It's definitely not excellent. Right there in that. I was hoping I could add a few more categories, but it only let me pick 5. So
I like this.
What's cool is for you. What's cool too is we can adjust as we go. If we accidentally crown something as a Mount Rushmore and we're like, how could we leave this off? Then we're good to go with that. So next one, I'm going to continue just for a little bit on that realm. I have no idea. A show called Bosom Buddies. Don't even want to know what that could possibly about.
Oh no, it was great. Bosom Buddies was a great show. I'm right in a great. So listen, it was Tom Hanks's breakout role.
Okay.
So Tom Hanks and the gentleman from he was also in Newhart's newest show with the 3 Darryls, but he passed away already. So they have no money, so they pretend to be women and they live in an all-woman hotel, and shenanigans occur.
Okay.
It was rated G. Trust me, it was a rated G, and Tom Hanks was just Tom Hanks and funny.
Okay. So because I have not seen it, but you have, then we don't have to put it in the never watched column. That'll just be if we both haven't. So you'll get to kind of rate this one. So that way it's
okay, you could put it in good because it did on the last 2 seasons. Now here's something funny, you ready? Mm-hmm. So it actually had a second life on syndication. But
really?
Yeah, but and it was all over for a while. It was very popular for a while. But they had to change the singer on the intro because they didn't license it for syndication because they didn't think it would ever get picked up. It was Billy Joel singing My Life. On the original show, it was Billy Joel singing My Life, his hit song. But when it went to syndication, somebody else had to sing it because they didn't pay for that for syndication.
That's that's funny. I always like those little nuances. I remember Dawson's Creek had that song, I Don't Want to Wait Till My Life to Be Over was their intro theme. And then so Joshua Jackson was in Urban Legends and he gets in the car and it's like a chase scene and murder movie and stuff. And that song comes on the radio and he's like, I hate this song, and shuts it off. I always love those little subtleties. All right, so you're up next. You get to pick from the and I made them a little bit bigger, so you should be able to see them a little bit better.
So, see that Charles Serrano, by the way, you're right. Yeah, it had the Billy Joel song. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? I want to kind of start off not out of my Mount Rushmore. Let's go. Oh no, that's my Mount Rushmore. Let's go with Charles in Charge.
Okay, good one.
All right, let's go. Also, you just hit it. Good.
Okay. Good
show.
Yes, good show. One that gets forgotten about, and there's always certain shows that get forgotten about in its time. And when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that one, but it doesn't like come right off the cuff, when you think about shows. But I saw a lot of that show, and like you said, it's good, not excellent, not terrible, right there, smack in the middle, for that one. So, all right, so. Moving on up, I'm going to do one more of these for now, and then I'll pick some that I've recognized. But I have no clue about this one. I never watched it, but this one is called It's a Living. It's a Living. I've never heard of this one.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Okay, so that was easy. They took a nice photo there. It looks like they all matched. but never watched the show. So okay.
And then I'm going to go. You have my two dads there with Paul Reiser and the guy from Dukes of Hazzard, but
Yeah.
I never watched the show, so I never watched it.
My two dads, yes. So heard a lot about it, but again, or same for me. Did not actually watch it. Like I couldn't comment on it because it just didn't make the cut. So easy peasy. There we go. So moving on up here, I am going to select the next one as Mr. Belvedere. Let's go with that one, Mr. Belvedere. So definitely watch this show. Definitely know what it's about. So I'm kind of torn here on which one to put it at, and I would like to be a little bit different here, because I see where we're going. But for me, I would put it in the good, but we got to be in agreement. So if you have this Mount Rushmore, then it'll be excellent. If you have it all,
I've never seen it. I've never seen the episode, so I'm going all by you.
Okay, so I will put good for Mr. Belvedere in that one. And now that is, if I'm not mistaken, let me blow that up just for a second. That is in Mr. Belvedere. That was the guy who was the announcer for the Brewers, I believe. Radio announcer was in that show.
Yes, yeah, Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker, yeah. All right. So, Darren, you're up. And again, guys, if you are in the chat, let us know if you've heard of some of these shows, you agree, disagree with anything that we've placed so far in the list.
Okay, I would say you got over there Silver Spoons, right?
Yeah. Silver Spoon. So, and a few people offline were like, oh, this got to be on the list. So that was interesting. So we are now, yes, Bob Uecker. Thank you, Chris, or Charlie. So yeah, take it away. What are your thoughts on Silver Spoon?
Again, this sort of this vanilla, same show, different people. Good. It was good. Yeah, it had a young guy from doing the Carlton dance. That guy, he was in it back in the day, and it had young Ricky Schroeder coming off of the movie The Champ prior to his stint on NYPD Blue. Good Silver Spoons.
Good Silver Spoons. Okay, so here's the thing.
Christopher Bennett, Mount Rushmore. Love that.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah. And
I think it had Erin Gray on it too, which was fabulous, by the way, for other reasons.
Yeah. So I would say, now again, we can make adjustments. I'm going to put it in my head. I'm going to put it in the excellent category.
I'm okay with that.
Only because out of I know Silver Spoons and it's better than the rest and the good. So it doesn't mean it might not.
100%.
But for now, if you're good with that, we will put it here. And then we can always adjust as we go. But just based on what the other shows in that level, I will go with that one there. So, all right, I'm up next, and I'm going to go with one more show that I have definitely seen, and that is Webster. So Webster is iconic for the 80s, and I remember, Mom, if you're watching, is that with because I can't. It's not big. Is that with Gary Coleman? Is that
no? That was no. That's Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes to move the world. Webster was Manuel Lewis.
Okay. So I did watch both. I want to make sure I had that right. So Webster was one for me that I was kind of going back either way. For me, I'm going to go with good just because the totality of the show was just average for me. Some spots were really, really good, but not enough to bump it. So for me, it's good. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was good. That's because it was, again, that sort of vanilla formulistic 1, 2, 3, laugh, 1, 2, 3, laugh, 1, 2. It's like you knew that every 18 seconds there had to be a laugh, that kind of thing. And you could tell it was most of the time a laugh track, but a good show, good.
Okay. So we are Soup Bead agrees with us. So that's all the confirmation we need right there.
That's right.
Now our Mount Rushmore is Christopher Bennett and Soup Bead would be right there. Just letting you know.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yes.
And Charlie, right? Charlie Serrano right behind.
Yes. Charlie as well. He's here. So yes.
And your mom. And Marion.
So you are up next. I'm excited. Don't have to go there next, but I am excited to see the Mount Rushmore as we get closer to it. But go ahead and grab any of these shows on the list.
All right. I would put. Let's put. All right, I would put. Let's shake it up a little bit, kids. Let's put Punky Brewster. Go grab Punky
Okay.
Brewster. You're gonna get mad at me. Ready? Punky Brewster. Never watched it. Don't know anything about it. I mean, I know everything about it. It was about Punky Brewster and her shenanigans, but that's about it.
um, yeah. Um,
Well,
it's
let me
funny
ask you
because
this, and maybe we can ask Christopher Bennett a soup, Charlie. Were they shenanigans or hijinks? Was she full of hijinks or shenanigans?
what would be the better fitted word for that one? Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know.
Um, I
See,
had
Christopher loves it. He knows.
I had a chat offline. I'm trying to see who it was from. But about that show. Oh yeah, it might have been Chris actually. So I have seen the show, and so I'm going to put it in the excellent category because it's better
There
than the
you
good.
go.
But
There
it's
you go.
not Mount
I'm
Rushmore.
okay with it.
It's not in the Mount Rushmore parking lot, but it's much better than the good. So
Look, the fact that
it's
it's 2025 and we know it. I mean, it's iconic.
Yep. So and you can even put both shows in the same, or like you can move. Not that it matters, but you could do that too, which is kind of cool.
Well, that is nice.
So I'm going to go next. Now I'm going to go with Perfect Strangers. The reason why I included Perfect Strangers because we did put that in our 90s, but after further research, the call in the field does not stand. So Perfect Strangers actually is a little bit more in the 80s than it was in the 90s. So we're pulling it from the 90s there, putting it with the 80s. This show, it sometimes was just great. It was part of the Friday night lineup.
Yeah, it was very for a while.
It was like the least of them. It was definitely not nowhere near the top of the Friday night lineup, but it was still good.
It was the caboose. It was the caboose of the Friday night lineup.
It was the caboose, yeah. So I can't, in my mind, even though I chuckled and whatever, I can't put it above good. But I'll keep it in good. What are your thoughts?
No, that's exactly right. I mean, it was the caboose. It was you're right.
Caboose. Yeah. And Heather was with us. Well, another Mount Rushmore of our show. She said Punky Brewster. Yes. So Heather, we put Punky Brewster again in the excellent category along with Silver Spoons. So we have officially put Belky and Larry in the good. But remember, until the show is over, we could always move it up if we want to, if we decide we were wrong. But right now it's in the good section there. Again, let us know in the chat if you disagree or you agree. We'd like to hear we like feedback for sure. So you are up next.
All right. Now 227 never watched it.
I have no idea what that is.
It was a fine show, and it starred the woman who played the maid on The Jeffersons, but I never got to watch it because there was something else that I was always watching at the same time. It was on CBS.
Yeah, that happens sometimes where it's like you see, the fall lineup comes out and you're like, ooh, this is interesting. And then for whatever reason, 3 networks at the same time have 3 shows and you got to commit to one. So I'm in agreement. If you guys watch 227, let us know if any big 227 fans out there, but we have to be honest and put it in the never watched. And in that same regard, in the never watched column, this one here, I can't even make out the name of the show here. It's let's see here if I could blow that up just a little bit. Let's see here. So this one is just the 10 of us. Okay, just the 10 of us. So I never watched it.
No, that was an ABC show that was a potential spinoff from Growing Pains, but it never got any traction. The lead person was a high school gym teacher. Why do I know this? And I can't remember my name. But yeah, it was a terrible.
Now, did you watch this at all? Or you never?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
So we're gonna have to put that in the never watched column. So still nothing in the awful as the Chicago White Sox, surprisingly. And
it's coming. It's coming.
They're coming. We're almost. Right. We're one show away from just being left with one row. So we're getting there.
All right. So now, Benson. Yeah,
Benson.
Benson is right there. Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. He was excellent in my show. Well, for me, anyway, because it was a spinoff from the show Soap that I told you was in my Mount Rushmore. And it had one of the greatest scenes in the world because he had a hallucination or something about somebody from the Soap show who was potentially murdered on the show, because again, it was a soap opera. And we find out that she wasn't murdered, but she was in a coma in Central America. Right? But it was a great show. He played the head butler of the house, head servant of the house, and then he later becomes lieutenant governor of the state of Connecticut. It was a great show about just doing things right and getting ahead. Loved the show.
I think I'm definitely in agreement with you. I did watch Benson, some not as much as some of the other shows, but enough to be able to say, and again, better than good. I would put this in a better than good and not an excellent if you had.
Oh, no, you can put in good. No, you know what? You can go good. It can go good. Let's settle on good. You know, It's like it was a tweener. Let's go good. Let's move it. Boop.
So wait.
We'll move it to good.
Move it to good. You sure? Okay.
Yeah, positive.
Okay. Sounds good. So I am up next, and I am going. I mean, just to switch things up a little bit, I'm going to hit us with the first Mount Rushmore, unless you disagree. But everybody knows their name, of course. The elephant in the room, of course. Cheers.
Yes.
Now, so with Cheers, I loved, and if you're a fan of Seinfeld, you remember the episode where one of the cast members was going to be a guest alongside Jerry Seinfeld, and he was giving George Costanza was giving him suggestions on what they should do. Oh, the next episode, you always got to be in the bar, like take it out of the bar and go somewhere else. He's like, yeah, it's a great idea. And then as he's on the late night show, he's like, oh, this nut backstage, he's give me a suggestion to do the show outside of the bar. So unless you have hesitation, I think really obvious. And I would like to, if you're cool with that, when we do finalize this list, as long as we have time, I'd like to see if we could do a 1 through 4. We'll put it in that order as we get there. But Cheers, definitely on the Mount Rushmore. Definitely watch reruns.
And I love this format you came up with. This is a gregreat idea.
It's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'm going to give you my favorite line from Cheers ever. It was from Coach. It was 10 seconds. It was from Coach. And Coach serves someone, goes, I know this like the back of my hand. Oh, what's that? It's so subtle, but so fun. It's so Coach.
And speaking of Coach, I think I don't remember if we omitted it because it might have been like one of those like half and halves or not. So you might have to make an edit on Coach because I think
Coach is a great show.
It might have been like a number 11 for us. That might have been why.
Yeah.
But so Charlie, you mentioned still watch Cheers reruns. Put in the chat, guys, if you could. I know this is a sidebar chat, but I'm just curious. So for me, I have like a 4-show rotation in terms of the reruns, and it's Seinfeld, King of Queens, Friends, of course, and there's one other one that slipped my mind. Those are the main 3. I think I do slip in Boy Meets World as well. I do like that show too, but those are the main 3 that I rotate in. Seinfeld, King of Queens, and Friends, just over and over again, just when I need to have a show on that needs to make me laugh. So with that said, Darren, so you are up with the remaining shows here. So that's everything on the bottom, and then there is 2 other ones off on the side there. So.
Let's see what we got here. Do we have Who's the Boss somewhere around there?
Yes, right here.
Yep, and I will put that in the see, I don't want to be controversial, but I'll put that in the good, not great. Good.
In the good. That's surprising. Okay. So
what did you say, Jack?
What?
So she gave me pushback. I knew it. She said, nope, I'm not a girl. It should be great. She said it has to be great. So,
yeah, I would say excellent. There were, there's a couple. There's a reason why it's not in the Mount Rushmore. Let's just say that. But I think it's good enough to be excellent.
Okay. So you know what? I'll go with that. The great cast and a lot of hijinks and fun.
Okay. I'm going to go next, and I have the first. Now, I could be it's okay if you disagree, but I'm going to have the first in the as awful as the 2024 Chicago White Sox category. So for me, the the show that I'm going to put in this one, I did see a little of it, and the show I'm talking about is Give Me a Break. It just happened to somehow like fall into the realm of what I watched or whatever. I really wouldn't have any reason to watch it, but it was not very good, in my opinion. I don't know if you've even seen the show, but for me,
I've seen every episode, and I say that because I mean, there's a show out there called Mystery Science Theater that kind of makes fun of bad movies. Mm-hmm. And I used to do that in my house with Give Me a Break. Again, it was that formulistic 1, 2, 3, ha ha. 1, 2, 3, ha ha. You know, give me a break, I sure deserve one. Yep.
Yep. That's that. Funny. So because we have to want to make sure we're on the same court. So would you put it higher?
No, White Sox.
Okay. So we do have a show now in every category. So cheers for that. So you are up and we are good. We still got over 15 minutes left. So we're still good on time.
All right. Now listen, this is my Mount Rushmore. You're going to want to move it, but I'm going to give you the first one from my Mount Rushmore. You ready?
Okay. And now for your Mount Rushmore. So to confirm, everyone watching, we can only have 4 on our list total. So he is proposing the next one be one. So let's see.
Well, right. That's my point. Is I'm putting this as a potential, for the Mount Rushmore. And that was Alf. Loved Alf. No problem. Loved Alf. Great show.
If there was ever a show that was before its time,
100%. 100%.
I mean, so good because, and what gets lost is as the title of the show is Alf, but the whole cast was actually really, really good. You might recognize some of the cast. One of the father in the show actually was in Friends for the first season, in doing coffee and stuff like that. So 1,000%, trillion%, Alf definitely Mount Rushmore. When you think 80s,
so good.
I mean, so good. I have all the seasons on DVD, I think, except for one of them. So I gotta pull that out of retirement and watch some every once in a while. But yeah, I love that. I loved everything about the show. I love the comedy, the humor. I wish there was a ride at a park somewhere just to bring it back to life because I felt like I don't necessarily need to see it revived on a TV show, but I'd love to see something brought back from that show. So
every time I watch the sitcom right out now, that's out now, Ted, based on the movie, I just think of Alf. It's just Alf.
You think of Alf? Yep.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat. Everyone was on board. Everyone agreed with Cheers, but is everyone on board with Alf, or do you kind of need to see where the rest of this list goes? Okay, so I'm going to go next, and I'm going to put the second show on for the as awful as the Chicago White Sox. And that is Too Close for Comfort. Not my style of entertainment, but so that's where I'm going to go with it. But I will wait until you have your thoughts.
Oh, 100%. And I feel bad because Linda Cornell, who stars in that show, is somebody that I correspond with from time to time. This show was Ted Knight. It had some good cast. It had the woman from Streets of Fire, but it was not a great show.
It was not, unfortunately.
Christopher Bennett was Alf for Halloween. I love that.
Yes.
I was this year's old when I found that out.
Yes, right. So the question, there was a question about 2 shows about Hanging with Mr. Cooper and Night Court. So Night Court is actually, we just didn't get to it yet, but it is right down here on the bottom. So we will be covering that one here shortly. And Hanging with Mr. Cooper, let me see the dates on that one. Okay, so that was 92 to 97. So I think that was covered in the 90s episode. So that was didn't start till 92. So Mr. Cooper was 90s. And those for you, just late to the thing too. What we do is, if a show was on in both decades, we take how much longer, whichever decade it was on for more seasons, then that's the one. If it's exactly equal, then we kind of go with what we think it's more of an 80s show or 90s show. But yes, definitely dig those pictures out when you get a chance. And Mom mentions about the intro song. That'll be something down the line for best theme songs for TV shows, because that's a real thing too. I remember making some fun DVDs, burning some fun DVDs. I mean, not burning DVDs of theme songs. So, Darren, I believe
children's minister amidst the burning CDs.
For comfort.
So next is the Gary Shandling Show, which was another show that was way ahead of its time, but I would put that in. It's pretty excellent, actually. I'd put it in good.
So I was going to say I would put it as excellent.
No, I'm good with excellent. Trust me, I'm good with excellent. It's right there.
We actually, this one was brought up by two people offline, and they both spoke very highly of it as well too.
It was so ahead of its time. It was classic. This is it's just a show about a show. I mean, the Larry Sanders Show. You watch all these other type of shows. It's all the Gary Shandling Show, just kind of tweaked,
tweaked a little bit. Yeah. So there's another question that says, "Where's Knight Rider?" Because that was an '80s show. That is an action crime drama and not a sitcom. Right. Right now we're just keeping it to sitcoms. We will eventually expand, but that's why that was not good. I think I might actually have that on the thumbnail, but that's okay. AI gets it wrong sometimes. So, but yeah, so that's why Knight Rider is not on here. So, with that said, I will go next, and I have the next one for me. I was a big Hulk Hogan guy, but I never watched the Hogan Family. Has nothing to do with Hulk Hogan, but I know nothing about the show, so I can't rate that one. Have you ever seen that one?
Not yes. That word that's the opposite of yes. No, never watched that. Because with that title, I mean, it's not going to be any good.
No. I have a feeling. I could be wrong, Darren, but
the Hogan Family.
Looking at some of these never watched, I could see at least two of them that would probably be in the White Sox category, and by two of them, I mean these last two. But because we haven't watched it, we can't put it there because we don't know for sure. So, but all right, so you are up.
You also could put in that never watch. Actually, you could put Kate and Allie in there too. Would never watched. I never watched Kate and Allie. I like Jane Curtin, and.
Charlie, were you a big Kate and Allie fan? I see you as a bit. No, I have no idea what that is. They look happy. That's cool. And I see that the header says seasons 1 and 2. So I guess they got canned after season 2. I don't know if that's what you'd want on your. That's like broadcasting. Like, hey, we weren't that good. Like, I don't know if that.
All 9 episodes.
Yes. Now we were watching Seinfeld, because season 1 had 6 and season 2 had 12, and then season 3 on had like the 20 plus episodes. But It's like you always wish, like, man, if I was making a sitcom that was successful, I wish any of these big shows would have put 4 or 5 episodes in the can, kind of like some artists that passed away, and then we get music from them years later. Like, how amazing would that be? Is like once every 5 years you just get an episode that was never released. Like, that would have been fantastic.
Well, if you remember, I mean, they weren't as good, but a wonderful example of that actually happening is with the Honeymooners. Honeymooners was 30-something episodes, 1 season. That's it. But the Jackie Gleason Show had the Honeymooners as a skit in the Jackie Gleason Show. So somebody put those together, and you were able to watch those, which was good. It was getting good, fresh content. So
yes, agreed.
Do you remember what show The Simpsons started from?
I do not, but I remember The Simpsons started in '89 as a Christmas special, and then it actually caught on, and it's still. But
before then, it was part of another show on Fox, and it used to be a sort of like a 3-minute snippet in between during the show. It was the Tracy Ullman Show.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I would love to see those.
Yep, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm up next. I'm gonna go with the Facts of Life, and I'm
take the good and you take the bad.
What'd you say?
You take the good, you take the bad.
Yes. I think with Facts of Life, it's a name, like a show that stood the test of time. But I think putting it above good might be just kind of.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna put it as good.
Listen,
it's better than some of the other goods. Like to me, it's closer to the Charles in Charge. But I'm going to put it good. And you're good with that, you said?
No,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, if Benson is good, then this is good.
Okay. Okay. So as of now, we have Facts of Life in the good section. So Darren, you are up. I see an excellent in the chat there. But I guess we can't get them all right. So, but you are up, Darren. Next one from our list.
Let's go with Growing Pains.
Okay. Growing Pains it is.
All right.
I watched a lot of Growing Pains, so I'm interested to get your thoughts on this one.
So the Seaver family, always like that because Tom Seaver. And so I'd put that as an excellent show.
Yeah, no doubt. I think this is
Right,
a show
Bergman.
that is not Mount Rushmore material, but it's actually like if you imagine like you park at a stadium and
Yep.
you're like 95 rows away from the entrance, but you're still there. Like that's what this show is. Like it's in the ballpark, it's in the parking lot, but it's not Mount Rushmore. So definitely agree with that one, no doubt. Growing Pains in the excellent category, right next to Gary Shandling show. So yeah, so far we are good, and we've got about okay, so good, still decent on time, but we've only got 8 shows left, so we still got 2 Mount Rushmore spots available. But I will take the next one. I'm going with Empty Nest next, and to me,
I never watched it. I'm going with anything you say. I never seen it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the Chicago White Sox because it's not as good as good. And if I had a section between good and awful, I'd put it there. But since we don't, it's going in the White Sox category. Empty Nest. Anyone else that watched that show, let us know. But for me, and Burger Man, excellent was for the other show. Okay,
Yep.
All right. So there we go, Darren, and it's gonna start getting tough here. There's gonna be one or two left. But
I'm gonna have a problem with this. All right, what's out of the ones we haven't selected yet? What's that first show all the way on the left?
Looks like Family Ties.
See, I would say Family Ties is excellent.
Yeah. When I'm looking at some of the other shows left, I'm like, it's the closest to Rushmore.
Yes.
But yeah, excellent is correct. They're very well dressed in the photo. But,
they are.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the easy route, and I'm going to go with the Mount Rushmore show next. That way it makes it tougher for you. No, but
thank you. Feel love.
You're welcome. Okay. So the one I'm talking about here, to me at least, again, could be wrong. The Golden Girls. So I think that would be a crime if we didn't put it as Mount Rushmore. One thing that was fascinating about that show, if you did not know, that Sophia was actually the youngest of the cast. She played the mom in the show, but she was actually the younger of the 4. She played her role so well. So for me, that's Hall of Fame Mount Rushmore worthy. But are you in agreement? Are there absolutely 2 other shows that you'd put about? Okay.
Golden Girls is fabulous.
Yep. Okay. So we've got 3. Let us know in the chat. And if you don't think so, who are you kidding? I'm sure you watch Golden Girl reruns in your hotel rooms.
You still do.
The Holiday Inn. So
that's part of my rotation. Seriously.
Yeah. Yep.
So what's next?
Yep. Okay. So we are down to our final 5 shows down there.
What's the one all the way on the right?
So that one is Newhart.
Yeah. Put that right in the middle. Good.
Okay. So you said good for Newhart. Yeah, I'd say it's between awful and good. I'd say better.
I'm on
the good side.
Yeah,
I'm good with good because it's closer to good than it is Chicago White Sox.
Family Ties was excellent, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about
I'm going to be honest. So the show I'm going to take next, I did not watch it. Designing Woman slipped through the cracks for me, so I'll have to pass the baton to you on Designing Woman.
So Designing Women didn't slip through the cracks for me. It was an obvious choice of something I did not want to watch because something else was on at the time, like watching paint dry, like I don't know. No, yeah. So I never got to watch the show.
Never did. Okay,
No.
so never watched. So we have to stop the show now because
All right.
Charlie has never watched the Golden Girls. So we're going to go live with an episode. No,
Wow,
so
Charlie. Listen, you
Charlie,
can't just watch one. Seriously, you got to watch 3. So
yes, you have to watch
really
3.
Very, very
Just
good.
have a conversation with the fam. Golden
The
Girls
oldest
night.
woman on the show, who was actually the
Yeah.
youngest, moves in with these 3 friends, and one of them is her daughter, and it's very, very good.
Yes. And of course, we all know she, of course, 99 years young. She made it almost to her 100th birthday. One of the cast members of that show. So everyone's favorite, I think, in my opinion.
Betty White.
Betty White. Yep. All right. Oof. So you're up next, right?
Yep. Okay, I'm going to take different strokes because it takes different strokes to move the world.
Oh,
yes, it
I was
does.
hoping you wouldn't say that, but go ahead.
You know me, bad dad jokes. So I am putting that as a good show. It was like the Friday night, ha ha, 1, 2, 3, laugh, 1, 2, 3, laugh. For me.
Yes. Yep. And it's better than some of the other good, but it's still just good. Okay.
Just
so
vanilla.
You left me with this difficult task because I feel like with this one, I think we do have the 5th best show and the 4th best show, or maybe even the 1st best show. So let me preface that to the one that I'm picking for Mount Rushmore. The other one probably is on other people's Mount Rushmore, minus Alf, maybe minus something. But
I would have loved. Hold on a second. I would have loved to see the Golden Girls house. I love that show, and I love that house.
Yeah,
actually,
it's on. Yeah, I've seen the backlot tour a few times, and it was an awesome. Just to get to see that, I think it was at Hollywood Studios at the time. It was MGM Studios, but yeah, definitely enjoyed that one. So, the final big choice here, though, is Cosby Show and Night Court. I'm gonna go. This is tough. Really, really tough. But in terms of, I'm going to take the Mount Rushmore here because, either way, you can figure it out, kids. So I'm going to make my pick, but the other one I think is the 5th best show. So there's no disrespect to it, but I'm going to have to put the Cosby Show as the Mount Rushmore. Darren, am I crazy? Do you disagree?
No, it's perfect. I think you're spot on.
Okay. So Cosby Show in Mount Rushmore. Night Court would be the excellent category.
Right. Number 1 in the excellent category. Yep.
Yes. So now we're not going to, rank each of these rows, but we are going to rank our Mount Rushmore. So let us know if you disagree with our Mount Rushmore. If you agree, I'd love to hear from you. Obviously, Charlie, you haven't seen Golden Girls, but our Mount Rushmore, we're going to reorder it. But Cheers, Alf, Golden Girls, Cosby Show is our final answers, with Night Court as the closest and Silver Spoons right behind that. So, Darren, I will let you go first here. By let you, I mean I don't want to. What you can take on the left side as number 1, or do you want to take number 4? But what is your either the top of the Rushmore or the bottom?
Okay, this is Casey Kasem. Coming in at number 4 would be Alf, because it was a show that a lot of people liked. It's on our list, but more people should know it, but they don't. Coming in at number 3, I would put Cheers.
So you'd have Cheers as 3. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. But again, it doesn't really matter. They're all Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2 is Cosby Show.
Okay.
So you have Alf.
You would have
Cosby, just like that. And there you go.
Okay.
And the Golden Girls are number 1. I think that because if you think about it right now, at this moment, you could put on the TV, like you said, one of the hotel rooms somewhere, and Golden Girls is on.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Bill Cosby wasn't the criminal that he turned out to be, that show would still be on right now. Same thing with Cheers. Not so much with Alf, because again, Alf is more of a kind of a outlier. Just such a great show.
Yeah, it is. I think for me, it would be Golden Girls 1, Cheers 2, Cosby 3.
Yeah,
Now 4,
I'm okay with
there's
that.
no
Let's keep it that way. I'm okay with
we're in
that.
Mount Rushmore, so we're good. Either way, we're good. So
Yeah.
this was a blast. This whole series, the blast 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2000. We're not doing 2010 through 2019 because, I mean, there's some good stuff on there. New Girl was a good sitcom. There are some sitcoms from that, but not enough to make an entertaining video in my mind. So we are
Agreed.
going to be back on Thursday night, and we are going to do a super episode on game shows. So I'm going to give you the choice here, Darren, before we let everybody go and say all the things you need to say to wrap this up. Do you prefer for the game show? Do you want to do this tier maker, or do you want to do a top list? And then we'll go with that.
No, I like your tier maker idea. I love it.
Okay,
But,
yeah, it's a nice way to not to have to cancel, like to not include some stuff. So
yeah, exactly. And I think it's great. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris, for that comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that's going to watch this tomorrow, because we know that you will, and you'll know that you share it and whatnot. And I firmly believe that we are now in the month of March. Birthday in July. I'm saying right now, by my birthday, end of July, we'll be at 5,000 subscribers. I know it's a big number, but I'm really confident that this is going to continue in that direction. Right now, we're still trying to get to 4,100, but I feel like it's going to be there 4 or 5 months away. I think we can do it.
I know we can.
So thank everyone for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on so that you know that we're live. Again, we will be back here Thursday night with game shows. And then a week from tonight, we have a very special guest. They'll be joining us, and we'll get to know him a little bit. But until next time, we will see you around the ballpark. Bye, guys.